Chapter 16. The First Step. As we begin the final chapter of this volume, Amari is walking down the steps to the underground sports gym with her two associates, who exclaim, "Execution cannonball, you say? How unusual. It's rare to see you come and watch a promotional test for freshmen." "Oh, it must be for Asmodeus, the top freshman, right? He'd surely be a fine candidate for the student council." "No. Actually, we might just see something even more interesting." And we cut to the battle between Iruma and Asmodeus, the last two players left standing in Execution Cannonball. The students cheer. "Go, Iruma! Get him, Asmodeus!" Jazz watches the two and thinks to himself, well, isn't this interesting? It's a rematch of their entrance ceremony fight. As both of them stare each other down, Asmodeus with that strong purple flame engulfing him, Iruma thinks to himself, he's totally different from how he was a moment ago. Asmodeus is serious. No. He's out for blood. And Asmodeus pulls back, ball in hand. The students take notice. "Here it comes! Get back, everyone!" But Iruma stands his ground, even with that nervous and scared expression on his face. This is scary. But when I'm scared, I just remember that special trick that Opera told me. And now we cut to a flashback. A special trick? Well, it is an ancient war tactic as well. You see, for demons, fear brings immense shame. The Netherworld is a society where everyone competes for the highest rank. And in such a society, fearing your opponent is equal to defeat. Therefore, we demons steel ourselves with this saying in mind. When you're afraid, step forward. Change your fear into thrilling excitement. And Iruma does just that, rushing to catch the ball. The other students are surprised. He's charging forward? He'll die! And Asmodeus lets loose with the ball, a blazing trail right behind it. But Iruma catches it, skidding to a halt. The ball is on fire, and he feels it. My hands! They're burning! I can't hold on to it any longer! Which means I gotta... And Iruma starts twisting his body and spinning in a circle, a large vortex of flames forming around his very person. Asmodeus flinches, shielding his eyes from the flames. Iruma continues spinning until he jumps up out of the vortex, ball in two hands. I gotta use this momentum and toss the ball right back! Ah! Yeah! Iruma tosses the ball and hits Asmodeus right in the shoulder! The demons on both sides are stunned, with Caligo breaking the silence. And the winner is... Team A! Everybody cheers and rushes over to Iruma to congratulate him on a well-earned victory. Asmodeus sits down on the floor, nursing his shoulder. That was everything I had. I've been utterly defeated. I knew it. I'm just no match for you, Lord Iruma. Asmodeus gets up and is suddenly bombarded by his other teammates. Azaz! That fireball was incredible! You were so cool! Hey, can I call you Azaz too? Put me down! Hey! As Caligo watches over this, he ruminates on what just happened. He dashed forward to close the distance between them, which allowed him to redirect Asmodeus' power and throw it straight back at him. I guess he learned to turn his bizarre evasive maneuvers into an attack. He calls out, Iruma! If Asmodeus had dared to lose on purpose, I would never allow you to rank up. However, both you and he had a fair, all-out duel. So, catch. He tosses him something, and Iruma catches it in both hands. He looks down to see what's in them. Iruma Suzuki, I hereby approve your promotion to bet. As Iruma looks down at the tiny crest in his hands, he is overcome with joyous emotion. Until Lied Shax shouts out, At least bring him up to gimel! Hey, promotions aren't given out that easily. There will be more tests, so the rest of you better get your acts together. With his hand on his chest, Iruma thinks to himself, I can feel my face grinning, and there's this comforting warmth deep in my chest. His thoughts are interrupted by a familiar voice. Congrats, Iruma. Amari! I saw your performance. You're like an entirely different person from the other day. Yeah, well, I've never worked this hard for my own sake before, but now I know. I worked for myself and saw the results of my efforts. So, this is what it feels like. That's right, Iruma. When you face adversity and overcome obstacles with sheer determination, the warmth you feel after securing your first win, that is true ambition! Yeah! Ambition? The burning desire to fulfill your aspirations, the fighting spirit that drives you to achieve your aims no matter what. A veritable fire in your belly. So, this warm, fluffy feeling is my ambition? At any rate, you've taken your first step forward. Well done, Iruma. Iruma is surprised at this and smiles. Thanks. Lied calls him over. Iruma! Mr. Caligo said he's going to treat us all to some drinks. I never said such things. A little later, back at home, Iruma tells Opera the good news. So, I somehow managed to safely raise my rank. Safely, you say? After suffering such intense burns on your hands? Sullivan watches over the both of them and interjects, Well, I'd expect no less from Oz. Yeah, Oz was super apologetic about it afterwards. I was just so focused on the match that I got into the zone with things, and all thanks to your training. So, thanks a lot, Opera. Opera is shocked at this, pleasantly surprised, if one could tell from his stoic face, or rather his kitty ears. But all Sullivan can think about is, but I trained you too. Wait a minute. I didn't do a thing. Oh, no fair, no fair, no fair. And so, the execution cannonball match comes to an end. And 14-year-old Iruma Suzuki is now ranked bet. And that concludes this volume of Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. I've been Nick, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me. Till next time.